Hi everyone, how are you? I hope you're all well and are having a good Monday or whatever day of the week it is for you. So for this week's weekly guidance, I didn't get a chance last week, I was literally running around chasing my own tail all week, and then the full moon, I was totally wiped. I could barely breathe, to be quite honest, but that's just beautiful energies around. So for this week, I am again using my Wisdom of Avalon deck by Clipbar and Reed. Okay, and the choices for the weekly guidance are Owl, Flamingo, and Eagle. Okay, so Owl, Flamingo, and Eagle. If you have not seen the image is it's on Facebook, and it'll be on Google along with this video, and on Instagram with this video, and Twitter as well, actually. But if you haven't yet seen it, just close your eyes, take a deep breath for a few minutes, keep breathing in through your nostrils and out through your mouth, okay? If you can, have your 2 feet flat on the ground, okay? If you can. If that's not possible, it's okay, okay? So, quieten your own mind, deep breaths in through your nose, out through your mouth. What bird do you see fly by or sitting? An owl, a flamingo, or an eagle? Whichever one you are directly drawn to, straight off the back, is the one. Okay, so keep that in mind. I'm going to start doing this now. Right, out of pure quickness, I am going to, not quickness, but just out of easiness as well, same difference, I'm going to just have the 3 cards placed out on the table, okay, face down, and then I will literally do one at a time, okay? So this is for Owl. This is for Flamingo. Then this is for Eagle. This one. Okay, so first of all we'll do Owl. And we have the Swan. Okay, so the Swan is all about transformation, and it says here trusting the psychic gifts as well. Okay, so with the Swan, okay, like the Swan starts off as this ugly duckling, and it transforms itself into this magnificent, magical, wonderful creature that just is so elegant and so beautiful. But it starts off as on such a different path, by looking at it, it's going to go this way, but it flips the switch almost and becomes something extraordinary. This, for people who have chosen the owl, is for you. This is all about the transformation of you as a person and as you continue on your life's path, okay? It doesn't matter like where you started off or what you felt was the end game of your life, was this and this. You might have had a plan, you might have had it all mapped out and it was all hunky-dory, and then something happened and it changed, but it changed everything for the better. It just came and put the rug from underneath you and transformed your everything, just transformed it. This is where the psychic gifts come in, and trusting yourself and your intuition. You need to trust yourself so you can change and you can transform and you can become the person that you are always destined to be. This is where this comes in. You have to trust yourself and trust that everything is unfolding how it should be. And this is really, really difficult when you're going through such a difficult time in your life and such a bad period and such a bad patch, and everything, all the odds are stacked up against you. Take a deep breath and just know and feel and believe and have faith and trust that this is only a short-term thing. everything will come around. It will, it has to. It can't continuously be on a loop all the time. And if it is, you're standing in your own way. You're stopping them changes from happening. And I'm not trying to, I'm so sorry if people feel like I'm pointing the finger of blame, but really sit down, take a deep breath and look back at previous encounters and previous things that have gone wrong. And, pointing the finger of blame, pointing this, constantly blaming yourself. Sometimes it's not the other person. Sometimes it's you. Sometimes you're the one in self-sabotage mode. Sometimes it's you that's being the one that's keeping yourself down and keeping yourself back. You need to trust yourself to make these changes and to transform into this beautiful creature, into this beautiful, mystic, magical creature. You need to trust. Okay, so that was owl. All right. Now, I'm moving on to a flamingo. Sorry. I'm moving on to flamingo. The wasp. Okay, so the wasp is all about anger, retaliation, and jealousy. Okay, kind of speaks for itself. The wasp, anger, retaliation, jealousy, green-eyed monster. Everyone gets everything. I get nothing. I work my ass off. I'm still left with nothing. Blah, blah, blah. Poor me, poor me, poor me. Do you know something? Suck it up, okay? Because sometimes you're just going the wrong angle. Sometimes you're working so hard and you've got such a one-track mind that you're missing this other life that's going on around you. And therefore, there comes the anger. There comes the retaliation. And look, oh wow, bammy, there's the jealousy. Just stop and pause for a moment. I just rethink things. Other people may have different priorities to you. That's why they're able to go on 2 holidays a year. That's why they're able to get a brand new car every year. That's why this, and this. But your priorities may be different. Maybe you're all about saving for the future and for your mortgage, and you know what I mean. You want to pay all your bills on time, and you try and do this, and this. Do you know what I mean? You have it all done. Them other people mightn't be doing that. You never know. They could be literally having their electricity cut off. They could have their water cut off. They mightn't have this, and this that you have. They mightn't have the nest egg for the future, for themselves or for their children or for whatever. This is the thing. And stop taking things so personally. Okay, I'm not attacking you, so please don't sting me. And I don't mean to make you feel like I am attacking you. Well, in kind of hindsight, I probably am. And I don't mean it in a nasty way. I'm just saying, before you start lashing out and becoming angry and become like this waspiness, just take a deep breath, count to 10, and look at what you have. Look at what you have created. Look at everything that you have yourself. Look, you mightn't have much, okay? You mightn't have as much as, whoever down the road, Mary Kate or Mary Jane or whoever down the road. That doesn't matter. Look at what you have, okay? Not what anybody else has. And that's the difference. Because the other people, do you know something? They're probably not that bothered by what you have or what you don't have. So look after number one. Okay, look after you, your home, and your family. Not whoever else down the road. Okay, the grass is always greener. Always. It's just fertilised different. It's just cut different. So which is better? Your way or their way? But this is your life. So you handle it the way you have to handle it. But constantly being angry and constantly being jealous of other people, that's just a recipe for a disaster. For everything, one thing I've learned over the course of a while, you have to be thankful and grateful for every single little thing that you have. The crust of bread that you've got left in the fridge or the press, be thankful for it, because somebody else would give their left arm for that. You have to be thankful for absolutely everything. Everything. Thank you. Just be thankful for everything. And slowly, things will start working out, but you have to be thankful and show gratitude every single day. Thank you for the water I drink. Thank you for my television. Thank you for the channels that I have. Thank you for my phone. Thank you for the credit. Thank you for the credit I will have. Thank you for all that. And thank you for the things that, for the things that you don't yet have. Okay, so thank you for that holiday I'm going on this year. Thank you. It's that simple. Just be like, thank you. And show something, that holiday, it mightn't be the 2 weeks in Orlando that Mrs. Woman down the road is going on. Could be 2 nights down the country. Could be 2 nights up the road. Could be 2 nights in a relations. Who cares? That's your holiday. And that's great. And thank you for allowing us to have that. So, Flamingo people, that's less of the waspiness. No one is attacking you. So take a deep breath. Yeah. And stop attacking yourself. More to the point. It's not that you may be attacking other people. You may be attacking yourself. So, nice words up here too. Take a deep breath. And maybe rethink your words. Maybe it's not what you're saying, and it's your tone of voice. It's how you're saying it. This has an impact too. So just keep that in mind. Okay? So that's that one. Now, next of all, we have eagle. Okay. Sorry. Okay. The High Priestess. Okay, disconcernment. I never actually say that word. I am so sorry. Prophecy and vision. Okay, so this is literally all about everything. It's about, for me, this card is about using all your powers, everything that you have to mix the cauldron, basically. But for using everything, it's kind of like for me personally, this card is kind of like the Fool in. No, it's not. It's like the Magician. Sorry. A rephrase. It's like the Magician in tarot. Okay, it's like using everything that you have, using all your abilities, using everything. Like, do your research. See the way she's the book there. She has her, her herbs, the bird, just everything. Use everything to make your decisions. Okay, I do feel like the eagle people, it's not maybe necessarily like a massive decision that you have going on, but it's that kind of T-junction or like 4 crossroads that's going on, that's happening, and it's that kind of like, where do I go now? What do I do? Just sometimes you're not meant to know what you're meant to do. Sometimes it's literally a big deep breath and a big giant leap of faith, like the Fool in tarot, that giant leap of faith, and knowing that your wings will open as you're going. And this is why I see this as similar, especially in this instance, maybe not all the time, in this instance, as being so close to the Magician, because you're taking your leap of faith, but you have all your tools, you have all the knowledge. You just need to trust. It comes back to trust. You need to trust that you got this. And maybe it's not a decision that you're making. Maybe it's just a case of in general life. You need to trust yourself and trust your abilities, and maybe not necessarily prophecies, but trust that gut-wrenching feeling that you have about people and situations, and trust it all. Okay? Whether it be something so silly as not liking something about somebody. There's a reason you don't like that about somebody. There's a reason. Stop asking the questions to yourself of, why don't I like that person? Sometimes you just don't like people. Sometimes people don't like me. That's fair enough. I don't really like all the people that I meet either. That's a personal thing. Okay, and I'm kind of rattling on a bit here, but it's that kind of, don't take everything so personally. Just because somebody doesn't like it, that's okay. That is perfectly okay. Just don't have interactions with that person. It's kind of that simple. Just don't interact with that person. Okay? But you need to trust. And there has to be the inner knowingness. You need to follow yourself. Follow your soul. Follow your heart. What is in here saying to you about whatever, about the situation at hand? What is in here saying? Shut this one off, okay? This one up here is sometimes too logical. Sometimes too, it's this way or this way or this way. It can be too black and white. It can be too grey. It can be too everything. It muddles everything up. So what does in here say? What's in here saying? okay? Not what your friends are saying, not what your family is saying, not what your partner is saying. What do you say? I think for some of you, it's time that you stood up and you became the eagle. You became the lion. Stop being the sheep. Stop being the crow. It's time that you became the eagle and you led the path for you lead the path for yourself. You make that path. Okay? It's time now for you. An eagle is a very, very solitary being. It's a solitary animal. You know, it's time that you listen to yourself. Stop listening to so many other different opinions. Stop listening to, everybody. I mean, no matter what it is. If it's not sitting right with you, why would you follow that piece of advice? Why would you follow that? You know, you don't need to knock everybody's advice and be like, I'm not listening to that, and get all like missy attitude or whatever. But if it doesn't sit with you, leave it there and say thank you and respectively leave. You know, I'm going to say it's that simple. For some people, it's obviously not that simple and they have to kind of nod and smile and, you know, whatever. But it's okay if you don't follow it. You know, that is your decision and your right to do. Okay? So for you, you need to really start following you. Start making your path. Sometimes the paths of our ancestors or parents before us, they're not ours. That was theirs. So why would you feel the need to keep going? Like if some tradition, like families, every family has some sort of a tradition or other. But if this doesn't feel right for you, that's okay. You know, you're going to have words or you're going to have, you know, whatever. But if it doesn't feel right for you, don't compromise your own self, because then you become the wasp and attack yourself and beating yourself up because you weren't strong enough to do this, this and this. You are now the eagle. You need to fly. You need to do what's right for you and for your life and for your family and for you. Not right for everybody else. Okay? So, recap. We have the owl for the swan. Okay, all about transformation and trusting. And then we had flamingo for the wasp. Okay? And that's all about being anger, retaliation, backbiting, you know, all that. And then the eagle, the high priestess. It's time to become the solitary being and looking after you. Okay? You. Well, thank you so much for watching, and I do hope you like and follow and subscribe as well. I'd really appreciate it. I wish you all the best of luck this week, and I hope you all have a great week. And I will be back every day now, hopefully with the daily guidance as well. So thank you all so much. Have a great week. Take care. Bye.